One of the biggest names in the PC case market is Lian Li. If you've been paying attention to the PC world the last few years, Lian Li is pretty much inescapable. Lian Li has been making cases since the 80s, and if you see retro builds, it's most likely a Lian Li aluminum case. But over the past 5 years especially, Lian Li has been dominating the PC case market. They teamed up with Der Bauer, a PC building genius, and created the 01 Dynamic series. And from the very first iteration, it was clear that they were a match made in heaven. Der Bauer was able to bring new, modern improvements to Lian Li's tested design. And they did that for the entire 01 Dynamic series, consistently innovating and improving that platform past what anyone expected. Fitting the 01D series to smaller form factors, aesthetic builds, and making it all easy to use. They really set a new standard of accessibility for PC cases. But it seems time to introduce a new platform. The PC community has a wildly short attention span, and the demand for a different looking case is here. Which leads us to the mysterious SUP-01. Lian Li revealed the SUP-01 almost a year ago, offering something much sleeker than the 01. Less of a footprint and apparently the same airflow. But despite looking real similar to an 01 Dynamic, Der Bauer's name is nowhere on this project. It has his style all over it though, and it seemed like Lian Li is finally taking all that they learned and innovating on their own. And then Lian Li went dark. They dropped a video this February, but no release date. So those of us who were excited just didn't know when we'd get our hands on this, or if it was coming out anytime soon. That is, until now. All right, let's get this thing unboxed. This is the SUP-01, and I noticed there's no Der Bauer name on the box. It's a little sad because I do know that a lot of influence that Der Bauer brought to the Lian Li case design manifests in this new case as well. And we're gonna break that down as we take a look at it. Well packaged, Lian Li, always with the good packaging. Mesh is the name of the game with this case. So you can see we've got some on the front here, also the sides and the top. First impressions in terms of getting into this thing, toolless design, obviously. It looks like everything just kind of pops right off, which is always nice. You're seeing more and more of this with PC cases now where, you know, it's all toolless, right? You just pop it up. Very easy to clean, which is especially important when you're talking about mesh cases. I'm noticing riser cable is included with this case. Height includes a riser with all their cases too, Lian Li. Following the trend by doing this as well, you will notice that there is GPU mounting available right here on the front of the case. If you look at these larger GPUs like 4080, Super 4090, sometimes they have these screws up here on the top. Until now, we're pretty much useless unless there's some other cases that use this. Maybe you know, let me know in the comments. But as far as I know, this is the first one that I've looked at that utilizes these little mounting screws. You can screw the graphics card in to kind of hold it in place. So it's very cool. They're actually making use of that. These bigger cards like to move around sometimes, especially if you're traveling or moving the system. You want to make sure that it's nice and secure and stands up straight. So that's cool. You have some nice Velcro here on the back for your cable management, keeping things nice and clean. Lian Li always very attentive when it comes to making sure that you have all the tools necessary to have a clean build. We've got 3 pre-installed fans in the back, and I noticed something. You have this mirror here. I don't know if there's RGB involved in that or not. I know that there's like this nice RGB strip on the bottom here. I don't know. I haven't seen a whole lot of mirrors in PC cases, but Lian Li went ahead and included that. We like a little bit of vanity. You can check in there, see how you're looking. You know, you have 2 USB 3 ports on the front, USB-C, and you've got your headphone jack. All good signs there. And then you've got 2 buttons down here for the RGB to help you control all these beautiful lights going on in your case. So very, very nice on the I/O side of things, especially USB-C. Every new case should have USB-C at this point. Let's talk about airflow in this case. I mentioned earlier that obviously you've got a lot of mesh going on. A lot of PC cases, in fact, most standard PC cases, you've got one big chamber to run the cooling through, right? That's one chamber. It's where your graphics card lives, your motherboard, your radiator, everything. This has a 3-chamber design. You have your motherboard here, graphics card, and then around the back is a separate chamber as well. That's going to be housing your radiator, which you would mount right here. There's a lot of things that are different from your traditional build, for everything from the GPU placement to where we're putting the radiator. It's kind of hard to visualize, but once we get this fully built, you'll be able to see how that affects performance and airflow. Very, very interesting. Now, in reading this manual for the case, it mentions an external fan bracket, which I'm very interested in how that works. This is the external fan bracket that comes with the case here. Fan not included, META PCs fan. You gotta buy a PC to get one of these, very exclusive. Here's the theory behind this. You would mount this external fan bracket here, use it as an intake, not an exhaust. You've got your radiator mounted here, which is going to be pulling out all of the warm air out the side. You're pulling in cold air here from the back, cool air through the front where the GPU is as well. It'll be interesting to see it mounted and kind of how it works. I thought that this was definitely something interesting to highlight, something that you don't typically see on a case as an external fan bracket. It's kind of unique. I've seen a few people comment about this, and I'm curious to get your feedback on it as well. I have my own thoughts. The power button for this case is Lian, and the restart is Li. So they've used the logo here for the power button and the reset button, which is I was smart. I'm not sure that I've seen that before. I'm not sure that I like that. It certainly doesn't feel that that premium, but I get it. Let me know what you think. It's not that big of a deal, to be quite honest with you. You're getting this case not for the logo being a power button, or it doesn't click right. Let's be honest, you're gonna leave this PC on all day anyway. I know you guys. Price point wise, comes in at $149.99. They have a white option available as well, so you can go either black or white. Now, I'm interested to get this built. There's a few things I wanna see in action. It's kind of hard to look at a case and be like, oh yeah, I totally get it. Love to get it fully built. So we're going to do that and then come back and talk about this case a little bit more. Let's roll the footage and get a build going. Build complete. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on. And if you'll remember, we turn it on by pressing the Lian. Turned out great. You've got that awesome mesh on the front, top, and back. This cool little RGB strip all lit up, also on the riser. I'm still not entirely sure about the mirror at the bottom, what the intention was there. Some thoughts on this case. I want to break it down. I want to talk about the positives first because there's quite a few. This is a time where everyone is trying to make the 011 killer, right? Lian Li comes out with the 011. Everyone's been chasing that sweet $011 baby, but Lian Li said, no, we're gonna go another direction. They came out with this, and smaller footprint is the name of the game here. This, in terms of footprint, much smaller, which we like. It's nice to see something like this once in a while. Love that the GPU is mounted like this, okay? Positive. You got the upright mounting at the front. It is screwed in using those screws to keep the card stable and upright. So a great usage of that in this case design. We love that. Drawback of this is, take a look at the front of the case. Don't you love taking a look at your GPU through the front of the case? Because as we pop this off, it's actually pretty badass. Problem is, you can't see it. It's not for you. I would have liked to see those fans, but I get it's the mesh case design, but maybe just a little bit of a drawback there. Let's talk a little bit more about the 3-chamber airflow design in this case that I talked about at the beginning of the video. We were pretty excited about it. Obviously got a chamber here for the graphics card, motherboard, and then the back as well. One of the more interesting things, and I'm trying to figure this out, this back fan here, which is supposed to be a cold air intake. I get the idea of trying to bring more airflow into this already touted high airflow case, but this just feels like a little bit of an afterthought in the process, blocking the rest of these ports. It seems a little bit like an afterthought. I was not quite sure about this fan. I wanted to wait until it was installed to actually take a look at it, but not quite seeing it on that. Everything else about this case in terms of airflow, I mean, it's 100% mesh. It's nice to see. We see a lot of fishbowl cases, like I mentioned. It's cool to see some mesh. Obviously, also you can tell, Connor built this. Connor did a great job on this build. Management of the cables and everything, very, very clean. A great case. I like the smaller footprint. I don't get the mirror. Don't quite understand that. I wish I could see the front of my GPU a little bit more, but obviously it's a mesh case. That's the whole freaking point. It's nice to see a smaller footprint. I'm gonna say it again and again. If we can get in the habit of making new cases like this, that would be awesome. Okay, so let's answer the question. Is the SUP-01 better than or a replacement to the 011? And that's not in a bad way, it's different. It's a completely different case. It's different in a lot of ways. Obviously, smaller footprint, it's a totally different build. And also, if you are planning on building in this case, you need to have some experience in building. I would not recommend this as like a first time build where you're just getting into PC building and you jump into this. If you're an experienced builder, it may actually be easier for you. It's in a smaller case overall, but if it's your first rodeo, the 011 far superior in terms of building and how easy it is to build in. Mesh too. Some people just don't like mesh. I, for one, love it. I have a mesh case at home. This is fantastic, fantastic system overall. We loved building in it. It was an awesome, awesome experience. And in terms of your thoughts, I'd love to hear them. Sound off below in the comments what you think of the SUP-01. Would you get a case like this? Would you build in it? What do you think the application is? I think it's for an enthusiast. I think if you're going to buy this system, you care about the footprint, you care about obviously airflow because you're getting all of it with this case. You know, if you have the experience to build in it, it's an awesome choice. So other than that, we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and all that other